Welcome to the Nuracom installation guide. Installing your Nuracom smart dryer is easier than you think. In the next few minutes, we'll walk you through everything from choosing the right spot to your first load of washing. Everything you need comes in the box, so let's get started. Before you begin, let's grab these tools: a stud finder, drill, Phillips head screwdriver, and a pencil. For the drill, you're going to want to use a 3mm bit to drill into the truss, but don't worry, it'll get covered up by the bracket. You'll also want a second pair of hands when it comes time to lift the unit, and we'll tell you exactly when. First, start by choosing where you want the dryer to go. You're going to want a spot that has a power outlet or access to electricals from the ceiling. Make sure there's nothing directly underneath that would be in the way when the dryer comes down. In order to get your full length through the telescopic poles, it's recommended that you leave 700mm of length and 300mm of width from the wall. And once again, make sure there's nothing directly underneath it that would get in the way. Now it's time for the part that you probably think is hard, but it's actually really easy. We're going to locate your ceiling trusses. All you have to do is slide a stud finder slowly across your ceiling and mark the center of each truss with a pencil. In Australian homes, trusses are typically spaced between 300, 450, and 600mm apart. And this is where Nuracom makes your life easy. The included Nuracom bracket has pre-drilled holes at exactly 300, 450, and 600mm spacings, exactly matching Australian building standards. This means whatever spacing your ceiling has, at least one of the holes will line up perfectly. You can also install the unit along one truss if available, as we are doing in this video. Simply drill in both lengthways holes and install the unit along the single truss. Now, also inside the box, there is an included cardboard installation template that can be used to either directly drill your unit into a concrete ceiling if available, or to just see how big the unit is and space it out. So what you're going to want to do is hold it flat against your ceiling at your chosen location. Either align the template and drill straight into the concrete ceiling, or use it to help get your 4 marks that you've marked with pencil to line up perfectly. Now set the template aside and your 4 drill points are now locked in. And now, using your drill and a helping hand if needed, drive the included screws directly into the timber joists at each marked position, choosing whichever holes fit your building standard. Australian timber ceilings make this very straightforward. The screws bite cleanly into the joist and hold the bracket firm. Okay, now we're going to screw in 2 of the attachment nuts to one side of the bracket. This will then allow us to carefully slide the unit into the bracket. Now, before lifting, remove the decorative end caps from both ends of the host unit. They'll go back on after mounting. Now, with your assistant, you're going to carefully lift the unit up and slide it into the bracket. You want to slide this side in first and then push the rest of the unit up once the first side is in. Once the unit is fully pressed up against the ceiling, now you can tighten the nuts to install the unit. And now the dryer is successfully mounted. Once the unit is successfully mounted to the ceiling, you can now plug in the unit. The unit will now confirm it is on with a beep, and the displays may light up. Now it's time for the exciting part, assembling the arms. You should be able to see a silver wire hanging from each end of the unit. This is how we will attach our scissor arms. Each wire rope has a small round zinc ball at one end. Drop that ball head into the hanging port on the scissor bracket. It seats and locks in as shown now. And now all you have to do is screw the scissor arm bracket into the unit and repeat on both sides. Now refit the end caps and make sure everything is tight with the M4x8 screws. You can now test that the scissor arms are freely moving and able to come down. Now it's time to install the drying racks. Bring the unit down either with your remote controller, with batteries included, or activate the machine by saying "Hi Fairy" and then "Come down please." Once the unit is down, then you can attach the drying rods at the ends. The drying rods can be installed by first clipping them onto the main body and screwing them in, adding the telescopic poles, unscrewing the connector caps, attaching the connectors, and then re-screwing the connector caps. Then just repeat this on all 4 corners. Next, we will install the center body drying racks, with the center one having our unique holds. Installing these racks is simple. We recommend you first do the center rack by sliding in the plastic attachments into the groove as shown. And then all you have to do is screw this metal rack into the main body with the attachments facing downwards. Then repeat this step for the other 4 drying racks, but the other way around, so the smooth finish is facing the floor. Once this is done, feel free to send it back up with a light touch, your voice, or the controller, or get straight into your first load of laundry because your Nuracom smart dryer is fully installed. If you ever need to hang bed sheets, a quilt, or a blanket, just unclip the quilt rods and reposition it vertically after installation. It's as simple as that. Nice, now the unit is fully installed. Now feel free to use all the features on the remote and all voice controls. If you press the down and open up buttons, the scissor arms will unfold and the dryer will descend smoothly. You can turn on the lights, you can turn on the heater, the blower, or even UV. And for daily use and simplicity, we recommend you use the voice function. It's what makes Nuracom truly smart. You can just talk to it. Just say, "Hi Fairy," to wake it up, and it'll respond straight away. From there, you can control everything hands-free. Lower it, raise it, turn on the fan, the light, the heater, UV, all with your voice. Or maybe you want to control your dryer from your phone. All you have to do is download the 2-year app. The unit should be able to pair through the app as soon as it's turned on. In the app, all you have to do is tap the drying rack and then change the name. And within about 30 seconds, your dryer is connected and you can now raise, lower, and control every function of it from anywhere. And that's it, your Nuracom smart dryer is installed, paired, and ready to go. If you need any help or run into anything, the full installation guide is available on our website and also on the manual included in the box. Congratulations and welcome to Nuracom. Laundry is about to get a whole lot easier.